Okay, last two questions are a little bit more confusing, but it's basically the same concept that we used beforehand. So let's get right to it. We need to find the equation of the tangent line and normal line of the function that's given with x value. So remember from what we did earlier before from last section, we need to find out what point it is. Okay, so well, let's plug it in. So x equal to y, therefore let's plug it in y. So f, let's say pi. I mean not y, pi. Sorry. So this one becomes 3 pi squared minus pi sine pi. Okay. So sine pi basically tells you that it's 0. So guess what happened? Since this is 0, the whole thing becomes 0. So f of pi equals 0. Okay. Therefore, our point right here would be pi and 0. Okay. And then if we use the formula right away, we know that our y would just be by itself. Okay. Because our left hand side would just be y minus 0. Okay. But let's keep going because we need to find the slope. So we got a point, we need to find the slope. So prime, okay, f prime equals to product rule. First thing, second thing. Okay. First term, derivative 6x minus 1. The whole thing multiplied by sine x. Plus, everything in the front, we're not going to touch it. 3x squared minus x. And then this would be cosine x. Oh, apology. Now, what else can we do? What else can we do? Nothing. Okay, but we know we need to find the slope at that point, correct? So we need to plug in our pi into our derivative. So 6 pi minus 1 sine pi equals 0, so the whole thing becomes 0 right here. 0 plus 3 pi squared minus pi cosine pi. Okay, cosine pi equals negative 1. So we know this whole thing multiplied out. If we multiply it out, it would just be this whole thing right here. So 3 pi squared minus pi. Okay. Any questions? Oh, sorry, my apology. This one should be like this because the negative right here. Okay, so that would be the slope. That whole thing is a slope. So if you use the formula, minus 0 equals the slope, which is one nasty thing. Let me flip it, okay? Actually, let me just keep it right now. Pi squared plus pi whole parenthesis multiplied by x minus pi, because that's the x value that we have right here. Okay, now so that would be the tangent line, and then now to flip it, we need to basically flip our slope, flip this part. Okay, so now we write negative 1, flipping it. I'm also gonna flip this too. I'm gonna put the y in front, the pi in front. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And then that will be it. Okay, this one will be normal line. Let me change the color, black. This is normal, and this is tangent. You can also get rid of that. Okay, so this is that problem. Okay, so give you guys 2 seconds so you guys can pause the video. Now, the bottom part, this is so much fun. This last part is kind of like a little puzzle. Okay, let me explain to you why is it like a little puzzle. So, we have h prime x and h prime 1, given we need to find those two, given that f1 equals 2, f of 1 equals 2, f prime of 1 equals negative 3, g of 1 equals negative 1, and g prime of 1 equals 4. So now we need to figure this whole crazy thing out. But how do we... Oh, sorry. Excuse me. How do we figure this thing out? Well, let's get right to it. We need to find out h prime. Okay, h prime. We have h right now. So let's see, how do we figure out h prime? Well, h prime, we know that h prime equals, well, product rule tells us, if we use product rule, h prime, oh, I forgot to change back, but it's okay. This one is product rule, so it's gonna be, well, this one's constant rule, constant number rule. Okay, the constant stay, and you just basically do the derivative of whatever function you have. However, this one is a product rule. This one, nice product rule. Okay, I'm going to keep it negative outside. Actually, it's not that difficult. So ax, g, x, sorry, this is g, g, x, plus, but negative times inside, so negative. 4x squared, doesn't touch it anymore. G prime x. Okay, so this is our nice little derivative function right here. Okay, now we need to figure out, okay, what is our h prime of 1? H prime of 1. Okay, that means we plug 1 into every single part. So 3 f prime 1 minus 8 g1 minus 4 times 1 equals 4 g prime 1. Okay, now let's simplify this. F prime 1 equals negative 3, so 3 times negative 3. Okay, minus 8, g1 equals negative 1. Okay, negative 4, g prime 1 equals 4, so multiply by 4. So you multiply it out, negative 9 plus 8 minus 16 give us negative 17. That would be your answer for second one. Now let's conquer the right hand side. Let me change the color this way. Less distraction. You can see clearly. You know what to do. Okay, h prime. Let's get to work. H prime x. Nice little product rule. Okay, nice little product rule. 3 terms. Okay, let's get rid of. Well, first thing first. This one disappeared. Okay, constant rule. That one disappeared. So you got a product right here. And another one right here. Where? Right here. Almost drew it wrong. Okay. The reason why we keep the 2 in front is because 2. Constant multiplication rule. You can just put the constant in the front. So this is going to be g prime x fx plus 2g x f prime. Product rule. Product rule. Plus, let me write it in red. The second part I'm going to write it in red. The second part. Well, not the 7. Ignore the 7. Okay. Second part plus 5gx plus 5x, we don't touch anymore, g prime x. Okay, now we got our first answer right away. Woohoo! Now second answer is a little longer, so here we go. So h prime 1 equals to, well, 2g, right? 2 times g prime 1 plus, oh, not plus, sorry, my bad, couldn't even read my handwriting. f of 1 to g of 1 And then f prime of 1, so much fun, so many 1, plus, I'm going to put it in red, 5g of 1 plus 5 of 1 times g prime of 1. Okay, and then if we all change it into number, 2 times 8 plus 2 times positive 3 plus negative 5, or should have just did it plus 20. 16 plus 6 plus negative 20, 22 plus 15, 37 will be your answer. And voila, answer. Okay, 1, 2. Pause it. If you have any question, shoot me a question on Schoology. Let me know. And yeah, that's it. Do homework. Do homework. Bye.